Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Everywhere you look, whether it's on social media, TV, and even in conversations with coworkers, friends, and family, we're constantly being told to practice self-care. So today's question is, we want to know if you let yourself go and why. Hit us up at 866-9RICKEY. Call us up right now. What are your thoughts, Tamika?
You know what? According to an article on verywellmind.com, one says people kind of suck at self-care. Now, you might be thinking now, how can it be a wrong way to take care of yourself? Or you may be thinking, what exactly is self-care anyway? Well, self-care is anything that you do to take care of your health that includes physical and mental.
And you know what, y'all? This seems pretty straightforward right now. Okay, so how could you possibly make a self-care mistake that will actually leave you feeling emotionally exhausted? So now here's 5 big self-care mistakes that we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it just right now. Here it goes, y'all. Mistake number 1: being reactive, y'all, instead of proactive. Don't overschedule your life or overcommit. Scheduling small amounts of time to do things you love is better than cramming too much into your calendar. That's interesting. Number 2, y'all, calling the things you do to look better for others is not self-care. Now, let me do that again. Calling the things you do, y'all, to look better for others is not self-care. Being exhausted from self-care appointments is not it.
Okay.
Number 3, thinking self-care is supposed to always feel good. Sometimes it's about doing uncomfortable things now because it's good for your health in the long run.
Okay, so you're right, Gary. Now, it's definitely hard to go to the gym, let's say, when you have a busy schedule. Not like mine, but a busy schedule. Well, mistake number 4 is assuming that it's one size fits all. So for somebody with depression or social anxiety, pushing to do things that you don't want to do can really be good for their mental health. But for somebody who doesn't have much time, scheduling a weekend at home alone might be exactly what they needed. So you got to be flexible and easy on yourself. And lastly, there's mistake number 5, using self-care as an excuse to self-sabotage. Remember, going to the extreme is not beneficial. You got to pause and ask what's the best self-care in the moment and allow yourself some grace and time to pace yourself.
All right, so either way it goes, it's important to examine what you're doing and make frequent adjustments instead of being how do you pronounce it?
Regimented.
Yeah, what does that mean, Gary?
Oh.
Like when you just lock yourself into
like too much structure.
Yeah, too much
like
structure.
Yeah. Now, Maria, you big on stuff like this. Just everything that we just read. Give us your thoughts. Put this into context for us.
I think the biggest thing was the last one about, making it individual to you. Because for me, self-care, sitting still makes me sad. Like, I like to stay busy. I like to be creative. I like to do new things. I like to explore. I like having a full day. So, and my therapist told me that's okay because that's me. So you have to figure out what works for you. For some people, like I said, if you have depression, self-care could mean taking a shower, so it just depends on where you are in your self-care journey.
Yes, yeah. Again, for me, I be ordering these from my girl Tish Fletcher on Facebook. She has these CBD bath bombs. You just drop it in the tub and it's like an Alka-Seltzer, and sit in some hot water and listen to foreign exchange or the internet, and just listen to some just lay back and relax, and it will put you to sleep. You wake up feeling good the next day. Those bath bombs and just doing stuff that's relaxing, listening to music that make you happy, coming up with recipes, cooking, shooting basketball. I love to shoot ball. I love anything on a football field. I'm with it. Gary, how do you self-care?
Hell, I go to the mall. Yeah, I call my friend Kenneth. We just go hang out in the mall, walk the mall. I don't know how. It's almost like I'm scared to be with myself. I don't know, because I just can't sit still like Marissa. I can't sit in no house.
If I was you, I wouldn't like myself either.
And it's just. I don't have. It doesn't take much to self-care.
Be quiet. You can't even get your words out.
I know,
what do you
it's
do for
sad.
self-care? Yeah, we'll go back. Special case, anything on self-care?
I try to go to the gym, try to work out a little bit, try to drive. I like to drive a lot.
Yep.
I force myself to go to the gym at least
you still
a
got
couple,
that
2-3 times a week. Nah, I wish I did, but I don't. No.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Yes, I have. And the reason being because I'm constantly doing stuff for other people. Just this morning, I was getting ready to go walk 2 miles, and my husband called, "Oh, baby, I need you to come to the job and fill out this paperwork for me."
I drive tractor trailer. I drive mail for the post office. I drive at night, so when I get off, I am like super tired, and I don't have the energy to work out or go to.
Baby, I went from teaching 8 classes a day to now sitting on a truck 10 hours a day and done gained 50 pounds within a year. I'm fat as hell.
I let myself go because of them Popeyes ghost pepper wings. I just can't put them down.
I have let myself go because of traveling, work, trying to be in a relationship, moving, changing jobs, and just life period.
I let myself go a little bit because when I got the military, I just didn't want to work out no more. I got tired of doing push-ups, sit-ups, and waking up early in the morning running. Now I got a little gas tank of love.
Okay, so I started nursing school, and I kind of let myself go. I was so wrapped up in studying, and it seemed like I just never had time for anything else.
I have let myself go. I did let myself go in my mid-20s from depression after having 4 children and finding out that my husband of 10 plus years had been having an affair. And once the rage of it all wore off and I got myself into therapy, I ended up taking the rest of the year and I lost 53 pounds.
Because my son was murdered. I let myself go because my son was murdered, and I love Rickey Smiley Show, and I also love you as well.
Because my child's father left, and I just didn't want anyone else to want me.
I buried my 28-year-old daughter a year ago from today. She was murdered in a road rage hit and run, and I have gained tremendous weight. I'm a stress.
I've let myself go for the last year, stopped working out. Unfortunately, my mother was killed in the Buffalo Massacre a year ago, and it's just really hard for me to motivate myself.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell y'all, something. Make sure that you create space.
Yes.
It's okay to say no to all. Like, I can't tell you how many people from my hometown be, hey, can you come to this? Can you? And then the thing for me is what comes with what you're asking. I want you to start asking people that. Let's talk about it for a second, because people are going to ask you the bare minimum. We just need you to come and just get on the mic, but they don't include the meet and greet and the getting in and shaking all these people's hands and the pictures and all of that stuff. So I'm very precise with what someone is asking me to do. Just to give you a little example, I don't perform in the summer anymore. I don't do any comedy shows between May and August. And I give myself the whole summer because I just can't sit in a hotel room on a hot Saturday night, go do a comedy show, and spend your weekend in a hotel and in airports. I did it for 30 years. And I'm just, so now that I've created space and I spread everything out and kind of compartmentalize everything, it gives you the ability to relax, the ability to create, the ability to get to know yourself, to find out what things you like to do. Now you have time to do it. I mean, I can get my grandkids in the car and drive down 3 hours to the beach, spend the day on the beach, relax or whatever, get back, go to church, have a good day, and you just don't have all of that pressure and hustle and bustle and ripping and running and doing everything, making everybody happy, and everybody happy except you. Create space for yourself. Before LeBron take a shot, the first thing he do is take a step back to create space. Because if he didn't take the step back, he would get his shot blocked. Learn to breathe. Learn to say no. Learn to say not right now. Let people know, hey, don't stop by my house unless you call. Don't even call, text. Give me the opportunity to step out of the room and call you back. I don't even play that calling stuff. I make everybody text. And creating space. Spread everything out and get to things. Your emergency is not my emergency. You understand? You can send a text and I'll get back with you, because I got other stuff over here going on that I got to do. And it seems like everything just always happened at one time. But find your happiness. Find your way to create space, to work out, to go for a walk, to do things to make you happy, to go get therapy. Hey, I'm going to take my vitamins today and drink a lot of water and go for a walk or whatever. But if you got 100 things to do for other people, you'll never get a chance to do anything for yourself. Go to the doctor. I went up there to CVS when they got all my little vaccinations for shingles and this, that, and the other. Then I went up there and got a full comprehensive exam where they take blood and all that kind of stuff, from Dr. M.J. Collier. Just drove over to Douglasville, got a full exam, prostate cancer, all that stuff. It takes time. You have to create space in order to do these things for yourself. And another thing, man, go find you a good masseuse and invest in a massage. You can buy everything else, even if you get a massage for 30 minutes. But just laying there, breathing in that whatever the stuff they had, you taking a deep breath, breathing in, smell like some minty chewing gum or whatever. Breathe that in to get you a good massage, man, and just chill out. That's all I have to say. That's why I'm able to cope with what I'm dealing with, because I have a good balance of relaxation. And my grandkids make me happier than anything. So do that for yourself, man. God bless y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.